I don't think it's possible to put God in a headlock. If my God was small enough to put in a headlock, I don't think I'd believe in them.
I'd like to ask God if Eve was the one that ate the apple or if it was really Adam and he blamed it on Eve. Because I have a sneaky suspicion that's what happened.
If I had God in a headlock, I would ask him why he gave us so little time to do so many things, and then I would let him go, and I would ask him if he wanted to sit down and have a nice cup of coffee, maybe a cup of tea.
If I had God in a chokehold, the first thing I would probably start with is, why did you let everything get so construed? Why did you let Christians who followed you and worshipped you turn your religion into a weapon?
If I had God in a headlock, I would ask him to show me the baby that my mom miscarried after she had me. I would ask him if it was a boy or a girl, and I would ask to meet this baby who I believe would have been my sibling.
If I had God in a headlock, I think I would just give him a noogie.
If I had God in a headlock, I'd invite him to all the shows that my dad missed.
If I had God in a headlock, I'd be like, who am I? For real, man, who am I?
If I had God in a headlock, I would say, why do you allow churches and your followers to pretend you're male?
If I had God in a headlock, I'd say, Jesus, you didn't leave a whole lot for me. If this isn't hell, then tell me what the hell is.
If I had God in a headlock, I'd give him a kiss and thank him for making me and making me exactly how I am. I would thank him for making the world so beautiful and all the individual beautiful flowers and people. And then I guess I would have to ask him some serious questions about the Bible.
If I had God in a headlock, I would make him undo all the pain and suffering that people went through for looking or acting differently from what was considered the default.
If I had God in a headlock, I'd ask her to tell me what really happened in Eden.
Had God in a headlock, I'd give him a bunch of little fairy kisses on his little eyelids, on his little god-like eyelids, on his little forehead. I'd tell him how much he means to me, and I tickle his chin. I'd give him a little present that I got for him. It's a little wooden giraffe. Give it to him. I'd tell him I never really talked to him, but that he's still a nice man.
What are you talking about?
And then I'd give him a little birthday spanking. Let him go.
If I had God in a headlock, I'd give that little man a kiss on the forehead.
If I had God in a headlock, I would say, God, what's your pronoun?
If I had God in a headlock, I think I would ask him what happens to animals when they die. And if they just disappear into nothing, I would, if I had him in a headlock, I would say to him to make sure my dog and my cat go to heaven.
Girl, if I had God in a headlock, I'd ask him if he wanted to talk about the universe while eating croissants under the stars.
What I would do if I had God in a headlock, that is a great question. I would question why God had allowed for me to put him in a headlock. Then I'd ask God if he likes to be called God, or if I should refer to him by a different name.
If I had God in a headlock, my first question would be, what's the deal with belly buttons? And don't try to give me this stuff about umbilical cords because I know that's just the front. So what's the real secret?
If I would hold God so close to me, I would like to tell him that I'm so grateful for loving all of us, for my family, for my health, and mostly for my beautiful daughter Asia. I would like for him to know that I'm enjoying so much this life, this experience of smell and beauty and taste.
If I had God in a headlock, I'd give him the best noogie imaginable and probably I'd spank him and then ask why he didn't answer my prayers for a few years.
I think if I had God in a headlock, I would probably just give sweet little kisses all over, a nice little gentle squeeze, maybe a little squeak and another little kiss. Maybe say thanks.
If I had God in a headlock, I would probably just ask her if it was all worth it and why she created the world. Yep.
If I had God in a headlock, I'd hold them there until the moment before they passed out, and then I'd lean in real close and whisper, "What the fuck happened to Madeline McCann?"
If I had God in a headlock, I would apologize to him for having him in a headlock.
If I had God in a headlock, I'd probably ask him why I'm able to do that. If I was the only person who had put him in a headlock that day, why he was still allowing it to happen.
If I had God in a headlock, I'd punch him in the nuts.
If I had God in a headlock, I'd tickle him.